Today's Thursday, it's the 9th of March 2023, and we're off on our adventures. It's 7:15 in the morning, the sun's up, it feels really quite mild, and we're waiting for a bus. So thus begins our adventure.
The magical mystery tour.
Well, we've just done the first leg of our journey, which was quite different really, because you see a different group of people travelling so early in the morning. Lots of children on the way to school, and we're just waiting for the next bus, which is going to take us all the way to the airport. Well, that was a really easy, very straightforward journey, and we're at the airport now. It cost us nothing. So normally we'd either drive or get a taxi. Taxi would probably cost us around 25–30 euros. If we came with a car, then it's a much quicker journey. Well, not a lot quicker actually. We still take about half an hour to get here, and then we'd have the hassle of parking and making our way into the airport, and obviously we'd have to pay for the parking. So yeah, really quite pleased, and it worked very, very well. As we come into the airport, we're actually greeted by WH Smith's, so that's quite new. We've seen it here before. Actually, this is the first time I've seen the one on the outside. The first place we look for is the check-in board. So we look for our flight, and when we find the flight, we'll go and check our bags in. We're flying with Vueling Spanish airline today. And there's the zigzag we don't have to go through, so I guess we can just walk to the front. Well, we just passed through security. I passed through without any fuss at all. Anita bleeped and had to be hand searched and everything, so anyway, we've got that done now, and we're heading through the part where you can buy cigarettes and alcohol. In the newspapers today, there's a bit of a protest by one of the political parties who say it's wrong that children should be forced to walk through these places where they sell such dangerous goods like cigarettes and alcohol. I don't know whether they'll fight the election on that, but that's one of the Spanish political parties, nothing to do with England. The Spanish political party wants to ban this route into the airport, or at least to offer an alternative that children don't have to pass through here. Anita, on the other hand, wants to buy a bottle of wine because she does. Anita's in the queue just to buy her wine. Just have a quick look on the board here to find where we're going from, which boarding gate we're going from. At the moment it's too early to say. We're here a little bit early, I think, so we've got about an hour to wait for the boarding gate information, but we're leaving from boarding gate number C.
Lying down on this lady's finger.
My goodness, Mrs. Bagley.
You hold my bag and I've put in my bag.
And this is the WH Smith that we saw before, so there's actually quite a few of them in the airport because we've seen them a little bit further on. And just for a change, we've actually got boarding tickets. We don't normally have boarding tickets like this. We normally do everything online, so it's normally on our phone. But because we're flying locally, flying into Spain, we needed to present our documentation so that we can get our discount. In order to travel to the mainland, we get a 75% discount on flights. So it's a considerable discount, and the system's supposed to work where you just fill all your details in as you're booking your flight. Because we haven't flown to the mainland for quite a while, and we've had all of this Brexit thing, our details were not registered. Everyone's details were removed following Brexit. But we're permanent residents here. We don't lose any of our rights that we had before. So we just went into the tourist information office in Palmanova, and they sorted it out for us and printed out a paid one. It's valid for 6 months. But because we're now registered, I'm hoping that next time we book a flight to the mainland or to one of the islands, the discount should be pretty much automatic. So we are going to Ibiza in the summer. So I'm still not sure how we're going to get there, whether we're going to fly or go by boat, because I'm still not sure whether I'm going to take the car or not. It's very convenient to have the car, but it's also a bit of a hindrance to have the car, so it's certainly a lot quicker to fly. We need to give that one a little bit of thought, and we're just making our way along the long corridors that lead us to our departure gate. Reading in the newspaper, they're expecting something like 300,000 more German tourists this year, which is quite significant. In fact, over the Easter period, the Lufthansa are actually going to be using jumbo jets to bring German tourists here. So we should be seeing these really big aeroplanes. Apparently they've done it before during particularly busy periods, so they can get the extra passengers here to the island, and they're going to do it again during the Easter period. We've got a bit of a walk now. No passport control because we're not actually going to leave the country, so everything should be a little bit simpler for us. Well, Anita's just gone to get us a coffee, so we're walking through the airport, and a girl spoke to me in German first of all, and then she asked me if I was English. I said yes, I'm English, and then she said, "Ah, Mr. Bagley." So she was actually a former pupil from many years ago, so really nice to bump up into former pupils, see what they're doing, and good to see that they're still here. So we've got a bit of a wait, so we can have a little coffee while we're waiting. So it's, the airport's sort of open, but there's a few things still to open, I think, and they're still doing a bit of work by the looks of things. But if you're flying to the UK, then maybe you'll be using a different terminal. It's not open yet. It won't probably open till Easter time. So we're going to the mainland, so I'll let you know where soon. Well, Anita's managed to get the coffee, and we've got a little surprise here, nice little pastry. Set us up for the day and our journey. And just out of interest, the coffee here was £3.10. Big coffee, €3.10. Onwards and upwards. I've just been to check the board, and our departure gate is C40, which looks like over in this direction. So there are plenty of places to eat, and there'll be more opening up as the season progresses. And plenty of shops.
Jane, you're jumping here last time we were here.
Oh, could be indeed. We are flying with Vueling. You can see a Vueling aeroplane. In fact, I see two, so we're just down this way a little bit. Not too busy at the airport today, at least not in this terminal. This particular terminal is used more for people travelling from Germany. So, see a Hamburg flight going out there. I'm not going to Hamburg though. we're much more local. Looks like we must be right down at the end. It's going towards 43, 42. 42 is going to Granada. We're not going there. We won't be too far from Granada then. Just coming up to C41. And our departure gate, which is C40. I don't know if you can read that yet, but that's where we're going to. The cat's out of the bag. We're going to Malaga. We're just waiting for boarding now. In the distance we can see the mountains, and they've still got the snow on them. And we now move our way down to the boarding with a queue, and looks like there's quite a lot of people on our plane, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's pretty full. Well, that was all quite uneventful.
You were snoring all the way.
Yeah, I was actually. I was fast asleep, which is what I normally do on a flight, I think, fall asleep. Wake up, here I am. So our first time in Malaga, first time therefore in Malaga airport. It's pretty much like any other airport. Quite lucky today because we're going to meet our friends Stan and Jeanette who live here. But more of that later. So anyway, that's the journey to Malaga. You'll find out why in another video. And it's not just to visit our friends Stan and Jeanette, that's just an added bonus. We've come with an ulterior motive. So, thanks very much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. Bye for now.
Bye.